going on? Welcome to a live show on Clever TV. This is quite the treat.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
So I'm Jocelyn Davis, and of course this is Dana Ward.
Hey you guys, what's going on?
And we have something very exciting to share with all of our viewers and Step Up Revolution fans out there.
Yes, we just debuted an exclusive clip for Step Up Revolution. This is called Meet the Cast.
And this cast is absolutely stellar. We already debuted a really cool video about the leads, Catherine McCormick and Ryan Guzman, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We had them in the studio, but it's been really fun also to get to know the rest of the cast.
I know.
Who are you most excited about?
I am so excited that Twitch is back. I first became a really big fan of this guy when he was on So You Think You Can Dance. And to see him kind of getting out there, being a part of the Step Up series is amazing.
And make his own revolution.
He is, and like now he has his own fan following. He was so great on the show, and he's awesome in this latest movie.
So he's reprising his role from the last film, Jason, and he said he was really excited to be back for this film. I think it's such a cool opportunity to, diversify yourself as a performer and get into acting.
Totally.
Because so much of dance really is about taking on a different character.
Completely.
And I think that's something great that Step Up as a franchise really depicts.
Yeah, it's definitely a part of just stepping on the stage, performing for others. And also another thing that's just really cool about this particular clip is, of course, if you're a fan of dancing, you're going to see a million. I'm just going to start playing some stuff so that you guys can have something else to look at. This was the last video that we actually debuted, Meet the Leads. We were just talking about it, where you get to know Ryan and Catherine a little bit. But bringing it back to this most recent clip that we've debuted, I'm just excited to see more dancing. Like every single time we get more and more footage from this Step Up Revolution movie, there's more dancing. And they're just so talented. Everyone involved. The leads, the cast, behind the scenes people. So who are you most excited about?
Well, I'm super excited about Twitch. I think it's no secret that we're all huge fans of his. But someone else that I'm sure a lot of you will recognize from a little show from back in the day called The OC, which I know I was a huge fan of The OC.
Totally.
Peter Gallagher, who you'll all recognize from The OC, is going to be playing Catherine McCormick's character's father in this movie, who's not so fond. There's going to be some sort of conflict with his character that I'm sure hopefully will be resolved in the film. But it's kind of cool to see someone who you don't know from the dance world
In the dance
film
world.
like this.
Yeah.
But I feel like he might have been in a dance movie before. I would love to hear if you guys can guess which movie that is right now.
Maybe he's going to surprise us with some killer dance moves in Step Up Revolution.
Maybe he's going to be a part of the mob, because that's what this movie is all about. They're not battling other crews. They're like battling against society.
Yeah,
kind of,
totally.
right?
Totally. I love it. You guys start leaving comments and questions, by the way, in the info section, or below in the comment section for this video, and we can do our best to kind of answer.
Because we've been covering Step Up Revolution a ton. As you might know, we debuted the trailer exclusively on Clever TV. And since then, we've been chatting with a lot of the cast members. And most recently, Dana and I went to a local dance studio to hang out with one of the choreographers from the movie, Chuck Maldonado.
Oh,
And
yeah.
let me just say that it was very fascinating. And Dana and I might just be cast in the 5th installment of Step Up Revolution. Just throwing it out there. But
That was amazing. And there were a few dancers who are in the mob in the movie that were actually kind of, I felt like they were backup dancers for us. They were supporting us.
How that happened, I'm yet to know. But here you guys are getting a look at some more footage from the movie. This is actually the Meet the Cast video.
Exactly. What we just debuted exclusively on Clever TV.
And you see these dancers doing some tricks and some moves. Because as we mentioned in previous interviews, there's not just like jazz dancing or hip hop. There's parkour even.
Amazing.
Basically anything you can think of is featured. If you could imagine it, it's happening. There are tons of different styles. Eddie, who is Ryan Guzman's character's best friend, and he describes himself as kind of a troublemaker. I mean, how cute is he, though?
That's another thing about this series. It's full of really good-looking people.
It's
They're
definitely
dancing, they're acting, and then they've got the looks that go with it all.
There's some people.
Prerequisite.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Miami is definitely heating up this round.
If you think you know about social media, think again. Facebook is.
I definitely, I mean,
If you think you know about social media, think again. Facebook is.
in Miami. I definitely, I mean,
If you think you know about social media, think again. Facebook is.
in Miami. I definitely, I mean,
If you think you know about social media, think again. Facebook is.
in Miami. I definitely, I mean,
If you think you know about social media, think again. Facebook is.
in Miami. I definitely, I mean,
If you think you know about social media, think again. Facebook is.
in Miami. I definitely, I mean,
If you think you know about social media, think again. Facebook is.
in Miami. I definitely, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I know every time I watch this footage, I'm always like, oh, what, is this the final scene? Is this the final scene?
Yeah, and I want to point out to our viewers that are watching right now that are probably dying to see this video that we're talking about and teasing you with. The link is actually in the info section below the video that you're seeing right now. So just go ahead and click the link below to check it out. You are not going to be disappointed. And I think that even people who are not, outspoken fans of the dance world, who don't even know what they're missing out on, will really love a movie like this. I feel like it really just gets you excited and pumped up. I mean, I could see all sorts of people enjoying this film.
I think if you're not a fan yet, you will be. You gotta see this. And we will continue to have more exclusive clips here at Clever TV because I don't know if you noticed before, but we've kind of got an all-access pass going on. So slowly, as we build up to the July 27th release, we're going to have more clips coming your way.
And something really cool that Catherine McCormick, who, by the way, she had never acted before doing this movie, and on the flip side, her co-star, Ryan Guzman, had never danced before this movie. And she really spoke out about Peter Gallagher, who is obviously a veteran in the acting world, and how much his heart was really open to all of the dancers, and how he just walked on set and became a part of what became like a family, really, which is so cool and really great to hear, I think. And then, of course, Scott Spear directed this movie.
Yeah, I mean, he has an entire amazing background of directing music videos, which is a really great fit for him to come in and do Step Up Revolution because obviously there's a ton of dancing in music videos, ton of dancing in Step Up Revolution. I think this was the perfect project for him to kind of move on and do something different. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a perfect segue for his career. And we're really looking forward to chatting with him and the stars, once again, of the movie at the junket. So please be sending us your guys' questions because that is coming up next week, as well as the premiere, which we're very excited about. And then, of course, we're all going to finally get to see this movie. And it's the fourth installment, and I feel like the name Revolution is so appropriate because we have really seen things change, evolve, revolve, whatever you want to say, to be where they are right now, which, as we mentioned, flash mobs are going to be playing a really big role in this movie. And I'm super excited about that. I feel like flash mobs are really trendy. But who was it that told us this isn't just going to be like people standing around waving their hands?
That's right. We were talking, I think we were talking to Chuck Maldonado, who is one of the choreographers, and he was saying, you guys, yeah, we've all heard of flash mobs. They've been in the news so much over the last couple of years. Anyone can participate, but these are like the next level times 10. I mean, we're going to see crazy choreography being done by a ton of people all at once.
And different styles as well, like we mentioned. Different sorts of genres of dance, all happening at one time. And something else that's really cool that we didn't point out when we were chatting about this exclusive clip that we're debuting right now is that there's even like an official cast member who's playing a graffiti artist in the movie, which is such a cool and really emerging as something that's taken more seriously as far as art in the art world is concerned, graffiti art. And
street art.
Exactly. And the guy who's playing that character said that he was even inspired by just being on set and being around all of these people. So I can only imagine what that must mean for us.
And another thing that I think was kind of fun when we had Catherine and Ryan stop by, obviously we mentioned this was shot on location in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of filling us in about how hot it was. I mean, they're already moving and grooving and breaking a sweat, but, sometimes their character is supposed to be like, just doing the normal thing,
Right,
not yet
walking
dancing,
along.
but they would be practicing and sweating, and then they'd have to change clothes and be dabbed off and everything, maybe be hit by the hair dryer.
And it's funny that you mentioned that because in this clip that we have, Twitch actually says, and everyone agrees and attests to this fact, that he is by far the sweatiest.
Yeah,
But
that's
that might
right.
just be because he's dancing the hardest. I mean, have you seen that guy? Look at him right here, busting a move with a mom.
With Mama.
I mean, it's so
we
funny.
also talk about the soundtrack.
Oh,
Uh,
J-Lo.
Hello.
I love J-Lo.
And she's a perfect fit for this, especially with the whole Miami thing.
You know what? I'm just gonna throw it out there, but how cool would it be for her to make a cameo in the next film, if there is one, which I'm hoping for?
Do you think they might be holding off? Like maybe there is a cameo of her in this movie?
You never know. I mean, that would be
Maybe.
such a huge, exciting surprise. I know that I've seen a few movies recently where I was shocked by some of the cameos that we didn't know about, and we're press. I feel like we usually know about a lot of this kind of stuff. Some of the bad guy roles. This is Mr. Dewey, and he is going to be playing, I believe, the boss at the job that Ryan Guzman, all the guys work at here. And they don't get along so well, but that's definitely common. And you have to have an antagonist in a movie like this.
Completely, because there's an entire storyline. That's another thing. I feel like if you haven't seen the series, you might just assume it's all dance.
No.
Of course, dance is a major, major part of this series, and it's definitely something to see the movie for, but there's an entire storyline as well. like
Right, and
you were
it's
mentioning.
different from, maybe some other musicals you might be used to, or even from Glee, which we're huge fans of on the show as well. But this isn't, them breaking into dance so much. I mean, normally, at least in the other movies, while they're, talking or something.
Mhm.
It really, dance is, more of a part of the storyline. They are dancers in the movie.
Mhm.
So it's more organic, which is my favorite word, by the way, to use. I wonder if we have any questions coming in. Maybe we can take a gander over on our Twitter page and see what's going on over there. If you guys have any questions, again, we are live on Clever TV's YouTube channel page. We're going to be wrapping up very shortly. But if you guys do have any last-minute questions that you want to get in, please let us know. We are chatting all about Step Up Revolution, which is going to be hitting theaters very, very soon on July 27th, and we just did
cool kicks.
No one's wearing tap shoes or anything like that, in case you're
Tap
wondering.
shoes.
That's definitely not happening on the set. But there is a dance sort of style. Even the dancers in the film were saying, when we're walking down the street, we can really point out who's a dancer, just based on style alone, because they have a great signature style.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of the dance scenes that happen kind of out in the public that are unexpected. Like, I'm trying to pull this up right now, but like, this is a scene I think that was shot on Ocean Boulevard that we were talking about.
They shut the street down for
They
it.
literally shut down the street, and there were onlookers who just happened to get a peek at the movie getting shot, which is really, really cool. But then we also saw part of the movie where Catherine McCormick is doing more lyrical style dance, and she's atop, it looks like a restaurant table or something. And it's like, where did that come from?
I know. I think that was sort of what she was saying when she was here, that's sort of the scene where her character is initiated into the mob or something along those lines. There's some great outdoor scenes where she and Ryan have their duet number, which I'm assuming is going to be very romantic and beautiful for their characters. But it's a great combination, like you said, check out this trick. We should try that later.
Yeah, so
get some people to help us.
Again, if you guys haven't seen this clip that we just launched today, it's in the info section below this live chat, so definitely check it out so you can watch it start to finish with the audio and everything. You're not going to just see clips from the movie, but you're going to see behind the scenes stuff as well.
And the producers are actually talking, as well as the director, in the clips that we have currently, as well as the ones we're going to be debuting in the future. So you get a totally different perspective, not just the actors or the dancers or the cast, but the people behind the scenes who can really speak on things from an outside perspective, which I think is so cool.
I wonder how many more films will be in this series. I think they should keep making them.
They've definitely managed to evolve with things, as far as dance goes, and reinvent the movie each and every time. And I know that there's a character that everybody's wanting to find out about. Moose.
See if he's in there.
Great. Oh, great. We're getting some comments here. Moose is on a lot of the billboards in Los Angeles, so I'm assuming he's going to be in the movie. He could be that big, huge cameo that everybody's hoping and praying and fingers crossed for.
Or maybe it's J-Lo.
Or maybe it's J-Lo in a curly wig and a hat.
So let's give some shout outs to some of our Step Up Revolution fans out there. Prodigy, what's up?
Prodigy, what's up?
Kate 13 Lynn. Oh, someone's asking for a dance shout out. Lady Gaga Addict 1.
Dance shout out to you, Lady Gaga.
Dylan Addison.
Are we getting some questions? What's the laugh for? What's going on?
Yeah, some people are actually commenting about being sad about not seeing Moose. But he is in the movie.
Yeah.
Don't worry. He will be in the movie. So yeah, that's great.
I know that's a comment that we hear a lot. So Moose will be in the movie. As far as we know, he is on the cast rundown, but I think they're holding him to sort of put clips out at the very last minute.
Totally. He's
just to generate that excitement.
He is a fan favorite out there.
Definitely.
But you guys obviously leave a comment below. Who are you most looking forward to seeing in this latest Step Up movie?
And of course,
I can't decide.
I don't know who I'm most excited about. I think Ryan Guzman, who never danced before. So make sure to check out the link to this new exclusive clip that you're only going to get right here on Clever TV. And as we've already mentioned, the link is below in the info section. Dana, this has been really fun.
This has been really fun. And if you guys didn't remember, you didn't get the memo, Step Up Revolution hits theaters on July 27th. It's coming up, but like you said before then, we're going to have tons of exclusive clips here at Clever TV.
That is right. Thanks so much for joining us for this very special live edition of Clever TV. I'm Jocelyn Davis with Dana Ward, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.